people waiting in line to file for unemployment, and to get groceries from a food bank. Images that have become all too familiar during the pandemic. But despite this, poverty is expected to drop this year.
It is a very surprising result.
An Urban Institute report projects a poverty rate of 7.7% this year, which a New York Times analysis found is a record decline of 45% since 2018.
The difference is not only the regular government benefits, but also all those additional government benefits, including the stimulus checks, the advanced child tax credits, and the expansions of the regular programs.
Many of those expanded programs related to food. The Urban Institute researchers found that the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP or food stamps, will keep 7.9 million people out of poverty this year. But as the country enters a new phase of the pandemic, the expanded food safety net is undergoing changes.
Well, the federal government is upping SNAP benefits. SNAP is formerly known as the food stamp program. In October, the USDA will increase benefits by 25% from pre-pandemic levels.
Advocates say the permanent increase to SNAP benefits is much needed.
We know that for far too long, SNAP just had not really kept up with the times.
But other programs are seeing their pandemic expansion sunsetted, like Yoni Yara's, whose Cherry Hill, New Jersey site is distributing more than 60,000 weekly meals, with lines out of the parking lot.
Wow, we've actually made a difference. Like, it's not a theoretical difference. We have actually made a difference for these families.
The site is funded by the Summer Food Service Program, giving out boxes with food for breakfast and lunches. As school openings remained inconsistent, the Trump administration extended the program to run the entirety of the last school year.
Thank you so much.
Now, the Biden administration is returning to its normal summer schedule, shifting the resources exclusively to in-school meals, meaning homeschooled students who were eligible under that expanded eligibility are going to be out of luck soon.
This is a massive equity problem. It is not inclusive.
The USDA said, quote, the school meals programs were never intended, nor are they authorized by Congress to serve children who do not attend school. The administration points families to other programs like SNAP, but paperwork can be a barrier.
I used to work for the federal government. I know bureaucracies, and I still couldn't navigate it appropriately.
Karen Cohen has 4 children. When her husband lost his job last spring, she said applying to SNAP was a 6-month back-and-forth paperwork process. By the time her husband eventually got back to work, they still hadn't received the benefits. In the meantime, they've been receiving the weekly food boxes.
If legislators don't find a way to extend this program, our food costs will become astronomical. We will always make sure our children are fed, but it will mean that we make choices about other expenses, some of which are essential expenses.
The USDA announced for the upcoming school year that it will reimburse students and child care centers for free meals to all students, regardless of their income. Maine and California will continue the universal meals even after this school year. Equity and choice is key.
One of the biggest barriers to helping people is that people don't want to identify themselves. They feel ashamed. They feel like they'll be judged.
We know that now that by making these programs more accessible, making them more adequate, and providing people that choice is a game changer.